I'm about to reveal to you how to get 9-figure marketing campaigns on budget mode. We're going to reveal the exact process for ad spying like a pro. Stealing the ad concepts from 9-figure brands, they've already spent millions of dollars testing and learning what works. This action alone is repeated internally by many of the top agencies like my own, and it's going to save you millions of dollars in trial and error and years of failures without wasting ad spend. This single action, some agencies charge $20,000 or more for their retainers, and this is the exact step-by-step processes that I've used to help my clients generate over $100 million in revenue. This is the exact process that elite agencies use to reverse engineer 8 and 9-figure brands, content, and even creatives. Brands that have already spent millions learning what works so that you don't have to. Now, you've probably been told you have to test your way to success or find your own creative style, and that's terrible advice and exactly why you're making as little money as you are on your advertising campaign. So I thought for a while about gatekeeping this and not showing this, but I decided I'm just going to reveal everything. So what I'm about to reveal to you is the exact AI-powered ad spy system that we use internally to consistently develop winning ads and launch winning campaigns that are scroll stopping and used by these 9-figure brands. We're going to do all of this in only a few minutes. This is the exact same system that I used before launching any campaign, that I train all my team members on before launching any campaign. And I'm showing you everything, no gatekeeping at all. All right, so let's dive right into this. First place you're going to go to is the ads library. Now, this is very important, the ad spying process. I think a lot of businesses, they just assume they're going to launch these ads. I get hit by ads all the time, and I'll literally send them to some of my agency buddies and marketing friends. And I'm like, who the fuck thought to launch this? Like, what were they thinking before? And I already know the ad's going to fail and flop. And I know I'm right because I never get hit with the ad twice, right? You want to make sure you're doing this right. You want to really take this step very seriously. We, as an agency, the first step we do is we learn. You have to learn what's working. You have to learn what others are doing. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So I'm going to move my face out of the way here. And the first place you're going to go to is the Facebook ads library. You can Google search that. You will need to log in. I'm going to pull up HIMS because I know they spend tens of millions of dollars on marketing per month. This is exactly what I would be doing if I was you. And what you're going to do, first of all, is you're going to navigate to the ad library. Now, there's probably some ideal brand or business that you look up to. That's probably the best start. Look for that company. Think of what they're doing. If you aspire to be like them, that's a great starting point in this process. So I do a lot of telehealth companies, but that's not all I do. I actually have like a bunch of service providers, real estate, wholesale companies, mortgage companies. We do info products. What else? B2B devices. I do a lot of devices. I love the device space. I love high ticket, like anything $5,000 or more. That's what I love. Or infinitely scalable, like telehealth businesses. I don't do e-commerce though. That's not something that I do. The margins are just a little too slim, too small of LTVs generally for me, but I digressed. So you go to the ads library on Meta. Now, what you're going to look for. So I just searched in HIMS. I'm going to show you this here. You just literally search, it'll pull up the brand. So I'm just going to show you exactly what I would do. Now HIMS showed up, and you can see one thing you're going to want to look for is the launch date. Now, why is this relevant? This is one of the most relevant things. You're going to need to know the launch date because what you want to do is make sure that these ads are proven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back at least 2 weeks back. So today's the 5th, Monday. So last week was the 29th. We're going to go to the 22nd. Now, why is that? Well, that tells me what ads are working. A business isn't going to spend on an ad that's losing them money. If you had a $500 acquisition costs and you spent on an ad and it spent $1,500 and didn't get a conversion, you're going to cut that ad. Now, generally, we like to give it about a 2 to 2.5 times the goal KPI before we determine it a loser, because at that point, sometimes it will lock in and then the price will slowly drop. So we do like to give it a little bit more spend, but you're not going to continue spending after you've determined that's a loser. 2 weeks of spending is what we would consider the time frame to know that these are all ads that have been proven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look here and I'm going to scroll, right? For example, if I'm a weight loss company, I'm going to look for weight loss ads. So we're going to scroll here. You can see a lot of these are ED testosterone. Okay, so now you can see here, right? These overweight people are how I knew these were weight loss ads, the Ozempic, the needles. So now I'm going to look at these ads. These have obviously done well because these were launched December 16th. So these were launched like 3 weeks ago. Now, you can pull this up. You'll see they have 3 versions of this ad running. What are the different versions? It looks like it's just the size of the ad. Now, what you're going to want to look for is, one, like, what are they called to actions? In this case, learn more. If I'm setting up a campaign, I know they're pushing weight loss by the ad. And then if I click here, get started today, if I click this button, it's going to open up the landing page that it's at. Now, sometimes they will not, it'll show like fb.me below as like the URL. So you see how this has like the HIMS URL here. Sometimes it'll show that. That means it's a lead form. So there's no traffic that it's going to. So we're going to look for ads that we like. Now, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom. So we're going to scroll. And why do you want to do this? Well, these ads have been determined as the most successful ads because they're still running today. So the further back they go, the better they will do. So we're looking here. I'm going to see, are there any weight loss ads? 2-in-1. So we can ad spy. We can look at the weight loss plan. We can look at the ad. This was launched October 14th. Now, I'm actually shocked that this is approved. This is very edgy considering needles. You can't show needles in ads normally. I'm very shocked that this is approved. They might be paying somebody to get this approved. I wouldn't advise you doing a needle injection like that. So 1 upfront payment, 6 months of weight loss treatment, and this has already worked. You can see all the ad copy here. So I'm going to look for like the date range as like the biggest key metric here. Now, this is the basic way of doing it. The more advanced way is you're going to leverage an ad spying software. I like to use Foreplay. You can see this blue bar here. This is because I already have this downloaded in the Chrome browser. I think it's like $100. One of the best investments you can make because you can immediately reverse engineer. I use Foreplay. If I see an ad that I like let's say this, I'm going to save these ads. So this one's a weight loss ad as well. I'm saving all of these. These are all their ads that do very well, because these have been running for a while. So I'm just going to go through and I'm just looking for all the weight loss ads. Smarter weight loss here. I'm going to, oops. Wow, that was very close. So you can see they almost like, this is like very on the edge of compliance issues. This would be for like sensational content. You can't show blood. You can't show needles being injected. You notice how they cut off right before it's injected. This ad's done well. So I'm going to save that ad as well. Sometimes Foreplay will glitch out a little bit like that. So now we've gone to Foreplay, or we've saved in Foreplay. Now let's go over to Foreplay. Foreplay has a couple different areas that you'll spend a lot of time. The swipe file, these are all the ads that you've swiped. You can see all of these ads by HIMS that I save, some additional ads that I save. I like Foreplay too because I'm constantly being hit by ads and I'm not always on my computer. So if I'm swiping through Instagram with Foreplay, you can just send the DM. It's going to hit Foreplay, or you send a DM to Foreplay with the ad and it'll automatically save it in here. I won't show you, but like literally it's that simple. You just get hit with an ad, you hit the share send ad button, you send it to Foreplay, and then they save the ad in here so that you can always find it. So I like it. So you can see these ads. Now, why do I like Foreplay? When you open up this ad, you'll see here, there's a lot of information. It shows the type of the ad, the niche, what platforms it's running on, and it shows the landing page. Now, why do you want a tool like Foreplay? Well, what happens is once HIMS pulls this ad from the library, guess what's going to happen? You can't find this ad anymore. Notice how there's no ads here from before August 25th. That's the oldest running ad. Well, if we set up a spider, which I'll break down, you can find that. Now, because I've saved this ad, I'll forever be able to pull this up. So this is where it's very important. It has an AI analysis feature. It's going to analyze the ad for you, who it's targeting, the persona, the gender. It can transcribe it too. This is a cool feature that I really like. You can transcribe UGC ads. You can transcribe video ads. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that and you're going to run it through like an AI system, or just you can literally rewrite it yourself. You never want to steal what they're doing. Like spin your own version of it, because if you take exactly what they do and do that it's also going to tank. They've already got this ad working. It's going to the right person. But what's the concept? Ask yourself, like, what are they doing here? They have a very scroll stopping hook. The injection is almost happening. That's scroll stopping. Okay, so maybe I should show somebody about to do the injection and then cut to, well, here's the results. Look at what I look like before. Here's what I look like after. And it goes on to show the brand. Get started today. It's got an outro card with all the legal compliance, which is, the little text at the bottom. So that's what you want to do when you ad spy. You want to reverse engineer it. You do not want to just copy exactly what they're doing, because if you copy it exactly, it's also not going to perform. Now, if you want to learn how to not just ad spy like a pro, write ads like a pro, develop the best UGC, I've been working on a program. It's called Fire Your Agency. It's a little selfish of me. The reason I've done this program is because I want people to get better results. There's a lot of people that aren't spending enough to work with me. I charge like 10 grand a month minimum to work with us, plus $20,000 to $30,000 a month in ad spend. It's not a cheap investment to start working with us. A lot of businesses can't afford that or aren't in the position to do that consistently over 30, 60, 90 days. But working with the right strategies and the right team like myself, they could immediately get better results than they're getting from these cookie cutter agencies, from these one size fits all agencies. Or maybe you're an agency owner or you're an aspiring marketer who wants to get better and you want to learn how to do this for yourself, for your own clients. I've built the Fire Your Agency program. I reveal everything. I leave no stones unturned. I show you all my strategies, all my playbooks, all my prompts, every single thing you could imagine, you get access to. Why? Well, because the better you do as a business, the more likely you are to work with me. So I reveal everything, all of our prompts, how to do this at scale. And then to top it all off, you don't only get direct one-on-one access to me, but I give you my top creative strategist. I give you my top digital strategist, my Google strategist, my Facebook strategist, and my tech person. Everybody that's needed to do the job that we do, you get access to them on weekly group calls. Any question that you have for your campaigns, we will in real time audit that for you. So there's no other program that's doing this. I've been working on this for about 9 months, very personalized, developing the course, the coaching calls, developing the roster of coaches that are going to be on this. And then on top of it, all the AI tools that we use. So we've built customized AI tools that you can use and implement directly into your business. So if you want to learn more about that, click the link below, send me a DM on Instagram. I'm active on Instagram. Fill out the application below. There's a link to the funnel. It's called Fire Your Agency. Make sure to fill out that application. We're not working with just anybody. We want very selective people. I want clients that I can see and get results. My goal is to help hundreds of businesses scale to $100,000 in revenue without relying on an agency. So this is great for anybody. I do agency audits. I do all types of businesses, but let's dive right back in. So once you find that ad, sometimes it takes some time to develop the transcript. I'm not sure why, but it does. So all these are the saved ads. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a board. You can create a board here, webinars. You can name it after whoever the client is. So we'll put together a board for one of our clients of all the concepts that we want. And then we share that with our graphic designers and we say, hey, recreate these concepts. Now we write all the copy ourselves for our clients because we know like that's one of the things that's going to drive the highest leverage is like the little things. So we write all the concepts, all the copy and all of that, but very easily you can immediately get results. You just want to reverse engineer what they're doing. So, something about weight loss, why people are choosing your business, and then they have all the compliance aspect here. So you're going to want to do that if you're doing a weight loss offer. So here's why you should choose us, all the information, and then anything else that they're doing. Again, reverse engineer it, recreate it, don't steal it exactly. And then what I told you is the spider feature. I believe you have to pay a little bit extra, but it's worth it. So any of these brands you can pull up and it'll show all of their ads that are actively running. 10X Health, this is a brand that I decided to pull. I don't remember why. I think they had some good ads back in the day. I feel like their marketing hasn't been as great, but you can filter ads by all time. You can filter ads by oldest or longest running. Again, this is very important. I'm also going to put a filter on here by active. So now you can see their oldest running ad is still on and it's been running for 258 days. Well, guess what? That's a good good ad. And you can see if I go by the not running, I'm going to remove that status. This is why this is really good. You can still see some of their highest performing ads that aren't running. Now, why do I like Foreplay? Well, it shows the landing pages. So if you click one of these, it has the format. So in this case, this is a dynamic ad creative that they're running. It shows the niche. It shows the landing page. So I can pull up the landing page because again, we want to know what the landing page looks like. Are we doing the best things? What are they running for? So this looks like a schedule for an in-person health analysis that you get NAD. Yeah, this looks like just a schedule now for their personalized precision. They got IVs, genetic testing, blood testing, and their whole superhuman profile. Now you've got your list. You have all your ads. You put all of those together. So now what do you want to do? Well, you want to recreate this. So what I like to do is I want to keep the concepts relatively the same. A good graphic designer can do this for you, but we want the copy relatively the same length, within about 5 to 10% of the original ad. So you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 words. So we're going to want to write an ad similar to this one with about 10 words, maybe like 11 to 12 words. If we put too much words on an ad that doesn't fit, then it's also not going to get results. So we want to reverse engineer that and repeat what they're doing. So same thing with the landing pages. If we're looking at their landing page, what is their landing page doing? This looks like a traditional funnel with a squeeze page. So get access to the science-based approach. This has a VSL, so I can see what is their VSL saying. What's their call to action? Yes, I'm ready to get started. What are they doing? They have some trust icons here. This is credibility. What are the sections that I need to add to my funnel to recreate this and do this well? Here's everything that you'll get. So I'm just going to reverse engineer everything. And this is now what we can do is take what they're doing. We can recreate this process and we can get much better results for our marketing efforts. We don't need to start from scratch. We can recreate what somebody much bigger than us is doing. Now, you're still going to need to know who to hire, what type of graphic designers to hire, what type of creative strategists for UGC and video ads. You're going to have to know what to hire for a funnel builder versus a custom website builder, right? And part of what I do in my Fire Your Agency program is I give you all the hiring processes that we use, all the test assignments to actually test if this person's good. We teach you how to hire all the people you need using platforms like Upwork, like Fiverr, literally everything that you could ever imagine to do marketing. I'm revealing all of it. Why? Because I can only help so many people. My goal, my mission is to help 500 businesses this year fire their agency. So I want people to learn how to run their own ads. It's gotten so much easier with AI, with the right systems, with how these platforms, they want to give the power back. They realized it was so complex. Media buyers, all the data analysis, all these things that used to get results, they've given you the power. They make it easier now than ever for you to do this. So if you're spending less than $10,000 per month, maybe even less than $20,000 per month, like it's nothing complex. You really shouldn't need anything complex. It's just launch the ad, press a button, and build it out. And guess what? The best part of our system is we actually give you the entire CRM, the funnels, everything that you need to get started. So if you're a service-based business provider, if you're an e-commerce business, this is going to be more value than you pay for it. Again, I want to help 500 businesses improve their marketing efforts, fire their agencies, and take back control of this. But stealing winning ad concepts, it's just the first step to building successful marketing campaigns that scale like 8 and 9-figure brands do. And there's actually a complete AI-powered marketing system. I teach this inside my Fire Your Agency course that takes you from ad research to campaign creation to everything that you need to know as I just outlined. It's exactly what I use, the exact playbooks to scale over 100 businesses to 7 figures. We've scaled over 5 businesses to 8 figures, and I've helped scale one business to over $100 million in revenue. So if you're ready to stop overpaying for agencies that don't understand marketing very well, that aren't that sophisticated, that charge you as much marketing retainer as they charge you an ad spend, then this course is going to be for you. We do this with you. You get access to my entire team. You get access to my entire playbook, everything that you need to succeed. Make sure to knock out the application below, and let's help you get richer and make 2026 your best year ever.